You want to harm us then, yes? Do you think there's definitely something negative here?
Oh my God, what was that?
That was behind you.
There's a horrible feeling to this place.
Show us you're here.
Somebody's breathing down my neck right now.
And welcome to Most Haunted and to the village Church Farm in Lincolnshire, a place that used to be a working farm but is now a museum that houses memories and ghosts of the past. There are several buildings on this site, all with their own paranormal activity. We certainly have our work cut out for us tonight. Nestled slightly off a residential road in Lincolnshire is a remarkable piece of England that is said to house many a remarkable phantom. The Village Church Farm Museum houses a collection of buildings and artefacts from a bygone era. So well represented is it that just walking into the space almost throws back to a time long past. The site houses a very old modern stud cottage, believed to date back as far as the 1500s. An 18th century farmhouse, a 19th century stable block and a cowshed, along with a myriad of old farming equipment. The well-kept buildings and grounds hide a secret though. They are said to be very haunted. Children can be heard playing in the farmhouse, pieces of furniture and ornaments move on their own, and footsteps are heard when rooms are empty. There is said to be an old couple who died many years ago still in the old cottage. Dark shapes, disembodied voices and full apparitions have all been witnessed here. Standing firmly behind me is Withen Cottage. Now, it's a stranger to this site as it was bought here brick by brick in the 1980s, but it's certainly no stranger to paranormal activity. The current occupiers who moved with the house don't like any intruders, and why should they? They've been living in this house for hundreds of years. This large house would have been the centre of operations for the whole of the farm, and in its heyday it would have been a very busy place indeed. But since the farm has ceased, the spirits have taken over. The furniture moves, dark shadows are often seen, and voices are heard in the day and throughout the whole of the night. These stables, which are now workrooms, seem to be incredibly haunted. People that work here or visiting will walk past in the day or night and they'll hear strange noises as if people are still working there, blacksmiths still hammering away making horses' shoes. But when you actually look in, there's nobody there.
Out of the buildings that are on this site, this one behind me is the most interesting to me. It goes back to the 1500s. During the 1500s, this area was rife with witchcraft, demonology, you name it, it happened round here. One of the reasons being, it's near the sea and water is good for witchcraft. The other building that interests me is the farmhouse. Now that dates back to the 1700s. That's had lots of families living in it over the periods, and apparently they haven't left. One of the rooms in the farmhouse People walk in and they feel dizzy straight away, or more or less straight away. Now, I walked in that room earlier and I felt as though I was being pushed out. So that room later on I want to go into and see what happens in there. I think they're going to try and get rid of me, but we'll soon find out.
Glenn, I love locations where you have a big plot of land and there's several buildings on it and they're all haunted. I mean, this is a melting pot of paranormal activity.
But when I first arrived, I had a good look around the museum, and it really is a fascinating place to see. And I thought I'd walked into an episode of Escape to the Country. It does seem quite a civil affair around here, doesn't it, really? But I just don't get any vibe of any paranormal activity, so I'll take a lot of convincing tonight, I think.
Do you know, there's one location here, it's the little white cottage, Withen's Cottage, and it's the one where it's been brought here in the 1980s, it's been rebuilt. And I was just sort of, when we first arrived, looking around, and I stood at the door and I couldn't go any further.
Oh?
I felt very, I don't know what it is, I just had this very weird feeling of unease.
You felt wary?
I did feel very wary, and there's another room in the main farmhouse, which is something that you'll be interested to experience. It gives the impression of complete and utter dizziness, and you're trying to work out why you feel so dizzy. And we've had a look at the floor and we can't work out what it is, but most people that visit that room have to walk away because they have this feeling that they're going to collapse or faint. Now, why?
Well, that could be a simple thing down to just angles. You know, the corner of your eye might be working out. The floor angle is probably slightly different to the angle of a window. And the moment your brain tries to computate all of that information, straight away you just feel uneasy and maybe a little bit unbalanced, perhaps, and you just want to get out of the room. There's a place in the Lake District in Keswick where it's the whole room is built on a tilt, yet all the windows are the right way up. And when you go in there, you actually feel nauseous to the extent that you have to get out, and that's done purposefully.
So, a lot of the properties have their own paranormal activity. The main farmhouse has voices, the table moves on its own, strange shadows are seen. And again, it's one of those things where a lot of people are experiencing the same thing and they're reporting it. And hence, that's why we're here. I'm really excited because, do you remember one of the locations we filmed and the table was moving?
Yeah.
That's one of the phenomena here, and that I know that you're intrigued by that.
Well, that's particularly fascinating to see, because looking under the table and as a skeptic seeing that nobody is manoeuvring the table or manipulating the table physically, it's clear there are some kind of special forces at work there. But do those forces actually have to be from the dead? Not necessarily. It's probably just some kind of energy that we really haven't fully understood scientifically yet.
So all in all, great place, great location, great haunting stories, lots of different buildings. What are you most looking forward to tonight?
Well, I'm interested to find out more about the table moving once we get into the farmhouse. I'll be interested to see if that happens again for us this evening, and if there's any evidence of stone tape theory inside the thatch building. Again, we have to dispense with all the stories that have gone before and throw away all the facades and concentrate on what we're experiencing for ourselves this evening and just go off what happens in front of our own eyes.
See, for me, that place, there's definitely something in there that makes me feel very, very uncomfortable. And I know there's this wonderful story about this lovely couple that have lived there for many, many years. But what is it? There's a negative feeling in there, and I'm not psychic at all, but I don't like it.
Well, going back to the stone tape theory,
yes,
you know, it's still only 50% of the original house. It hasn't even got a proper floor, so does that mean you get 50% of the paranormal activity? I'm not entirely sure how that works.
Exactly,
really.
and what was on the ground before, you know, the house was put there. Did something happen? Yeah, there's something happen there. And you think there's something
There's
not
definitely
quite
something,
right.
definitely something there. There was something mumbling in there.
Yeah.
And I want to go back there later and try and find out what it is.
I mean, isn't this a fantastic place? Everywhere you look, there's a building, and all the history here. It really has got a great vibe to it. I think we're going to get a lot of stuff tonight, and I can't wait for us to go into the main farmhouse.
Let's try that now, shall we?
Although it was still daylight and we hadn't even finished our initial walk round, something seemed eager to get our attention. We've just heard, me and Glenn, You didn't hear it, did you?
I didn't hear it. No.
Did you hear it?
I heard something, but I don't know what it
I
was.
swear to it's like
We just came from the room that we just walked through.
there's nobody in there.
Is there anybody in here with us now?
What did you hear?
Growl like a
I heard
horrible. Did you hear it, Darren?
Yeah, I heard it as well, yeah.
It's like demonic.
Yeah.
That was not nice. That wasn't like, you know, we've heard before, like singing or whistling or anything. That was a real.
It was the sound of somebody trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
Yeah.
But no idea.
There's nothing that makes that noise. Like, there's nothing.
What do you make of that, Gwen?
Well, you know, the door is open. There are still people milling around the museum. It could have been somebody going past. It could have been, but it was a bit too close and unusual, really. So I can't eliminate the fact that it could have been someone, because it is possible. But
There was nobody here.
Well,
there's nobody here.
no. At the moment there isn't, but there could have been at the moment we were all in there.
You see, if you look at this, it's like a history lesson. But there's more than a history lesson here. I know there's something dark here, and tonight I want to find it. I'm going to find it tonight.
Isn't that weird? You'd never think there was something dark in this
Which
place,
is-
would
Yeah,
you?
Do you know what was funny?
It makes it seem like there's not, because you're looking at like a history lesson here.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not looking at demons and ghosts and
Yeah.
things. But then all of a sudden something will come through, and you know it's there. I'll find it tonight. I'll find something tonight.
It's funny because that happened after I was saying to you that I was just testing some equipment before and I was getting more voices than usual coming through and sounds, and it sort of happened after that point. I just thought that was quite, I don't know if it's coincidental, but it could be
I reckon we'll get lots
important.
then. Maybe
Well,
something
so-
quite good.
To some extent, then we've heard a voice without Eamon's equipment
Yeah.
tonight. So Eamon, you can go home.
Yeah, yeah. I think my work is done.
Definitely. Well, should we walk round then?
Yeah.
We haven't even started walking round yet. We just walked through the threshold. Right, come on, let's have a look. I mean, you're setting up in what I consider to be one of the most active rooms in the whole house. This room, you know, I've seen it myself because I've been here before. This table shakes and moves on
Yeah.
its own, and you get a lot of voice phenomena in here, a lot of tapping. So this is a great place.
Yeah, I thought if this is supposed to be the most active place, and we've heard some stories and reports of this table, if we can set all the equipment up here, we might be able to catch something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't wait to see if we get something, what we get.
It's a great place, isn't it, this? Should we go through to this other room?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what this place reminds me of? This place actually reminds me of Tatmold Hall in a way. You know, the sort of the different rooms, the different areas. Do you agree, Carl?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think to that extent, though, you've got to try and eliminate that. Again, it's dressed from a period of time, and that straight away is setting your mind thinking, you know, of times gone by and,
Yeah.
and what might have gone here before.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've got to, you know, cancel all that and reset it and just go on our own experiences tonight, I think.
But for me, I look at places like this and I think of all the families that have lived here. There've been so many families, deaths, births, you know, happy times, sad times, all those emotions compact into this one building. And, you know, it does make you think, all that energy, where does it go? You know, is it confined to these walls? You know?
But then before the building, you've got everything that was here in Saxon times,
Yeah.
going right back.
Of course.
So you've got people who lived here then as well.
Yeah.
Before this was here.
And maybe the darkness that you're talking about, could that have come from perhaps...
I heard that.
Was that a
yeah.
knock from upstairs?
Listen.
It's going again. As soon as you mention the dark.
Eamon, are you walking around?
No, I'm just setting up.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can.
Where does it sound like it's coming from to you?
I'm not entirely sure. It feels...
Oh, it's
Over
getting
there
closer.
somewhere.
It's all over.
Yeah.
Do you want us here? 2 for yes, 1 for no? No. That's Fred's stomach.
me.
Do you mean us harm? 2 for yes? Do you mean us harm? 2 for yes, 1 for no?
2.
Why do they always mean us harm at the minute?
It's like a heartbeat, isn't it?
It's really loud.
Let's just be quiet. Are you excited that we're here because you want to harm us? Reminds me of children jumping up and down.
Yeah,
I don't
dancing
think
around.
it's harmless. I think it's a bit of fun. Unless there's something negative, then again, yeah. What was that? That was upstairs. That was upstairs. Upstairs. Oh, sorry, mate. That was definitely upstairs. That's the left. Sorry. Just wait for us to get in the room.
There's nothing out of place. There's nothing out of place.
I thought I just heard some knocking. I can still hear the tapping on coming through on sound.
Do you want to harm us then? Yes.
No.
Oh, did you hear this dragging noise?
That was in here.
What was?
What was it?
Big dragging sound. A big dragging sound, like something's moved. Something's moved.
It wasn't anything like that, was it?
Could have been. That seems a little bit fluid, but it was certainly something.
Can you do this for us later?
I'll be interested to see if that moves by itself later, if that's
We've got a
possible.
locked off camera in here.
Yeah.
What are you
There's still
feeling
knocking.
at the minute? What are you feeling at the moment? You know how in the other little cottage you said you felt something really negative.
Yeah.
Do you think there's definitely something negative here?
Yeah, definitely. It seems to be moving from one to the other.
Do you think it's following us?
Yeah, I think so. It's knocking now.
Yes, it's saying yes, it's following us.
Mm.
Followed us from where? Have we met you before?
No.
Are you from this land?
Yes.
Are you from this land, the ground? Before this house was built?
That was a deep knock.
That was down.
That was a big
below.
thud, wasn't
That
it?
was no. I can't work out what it is.
Oh, I was just going to say, it's, the thuds sound as though they're coming from within the walls and beneath the floors, because it's easy to tell if it's us making that noise, because these floorboards are quite creaky and they make a completely different sound to the noise that we've just been experiencing. So, you know, it's clear that what was going on there wasn't any one of us here.
The other thing that's good here is all this children's stuff, because you always get children playing around, don't you? We've had that loads of times.
Yeah, there's marbles there, there's balls,
yeah.
there's everything. It was evening, but still quite light outside. So as Fred, Glenn and myself went to prepare for the investigation, Carl drew the curtains and stayed in the farmhouse with Darren and Eamon to see what EVP they could get.
Is anyone here? Is anyone here with us in this room? If you are here, can you make a sound? If you're banging, can you bang some more?
Oh, 2 knocks.
2 knocks straight away.
Yeah.
The weird thing is my hair. I actually look like Oliver Hardy. No, I don't. Stan Laurel. It's not paranormal.
No.
But it's just weird hair.
Now that we understand that you...
Crying out loud. My hand is shaking on this table.
Yeah? And just...
My elbows are on the table. The camera's going nuts. The table's shaking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to put the camera on the table so you can see it.
Wow.
Is it moving?
Yeah, it is
Table's
moving a little bit,
moving.
yeah.
Table's moving.
Well, it's moving right into me.
Okay.
Thank you very much for moving the table.
Nice. Well, yeah, thank you for that. Can you do it again? Table's moving again. I'm going to put the
Icy.
camera on the table once more. So only so you can see how it's vibrating. It's the only way we can
Yeah.
tell you.
Cold, that's
Can you do something? Can you do something big? Can you make a loud bang? Can you move the table again? Stopped. Stopped. Can you make a loud bang?
It's almost as if somebody sort of, it sounds daft this, but somebody sat down and just going, but from here.
Yeah.
Can you feel a bit of a draft coming from that
Yeah,
direction?
totally, yeah.
I'll tell you what, let's just record that and see, and ask a question. Are you stood next to me or sat next to me where the chair is? Feel that again. Okay, let me play that back. I just want to, sounds like a daft thing, but I just wanted to see if I got a response about that, because if there is something in here, it's obviously going to be really close by, because it's quite a small room. See what we get. Or sat next to me where the chair is.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that?
What was that?
What is that? Behind you.
What was that?
That was behind you.
Oh man.
That is a voice, and it said behind you.
I said, well, I
It's
thought it was at
behind-
the side.
At this point, and for no logical reason, all power from the camera drained. It was time to restock and take stock of what is our clearest and most chilling EVP to date.
Behind you.
After such a great response and with batteries once again fully charged, we decided to conduct a séance in conjunction with the EVP machine.
Can you see the other team? Are you able to affect the other team, such as move the table or anything?
This table. Perfect, come on. I know you can do it. Come on, make the table shake. There you go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
come
that's
on,
really
come on.
going now.
Come on. Shake the table, shake it. That's it. Lift the table up in the air. I know you can do it. Tell him and how many
Pulsating.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
weird.
the word. I was trying
Yeah.
to sort of figure out what it was I was feeling. It's pulsating. It feels like it's going up and down slowly. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you mean us harm? Tell Eamon if you mean us harm.
What are you saying yes to?
Do you mean us harm?
Yes. Very, very faint, yes.
It feels like it's coming towards me again. Is anyone else feeling that? Is it
Yeah,
just me?
yeah.
It's
See
moving
the
towards
whole
you.
thing's
It's
moving.
actually twisting.
I can't see it move because it's too
Oh.
dark.
Right, there you go.
It's
It's
coming
moving
this way.
away from me, so if anyone's pushing it, it would be me, and I can
Yeah.
promise you I'm not pushing the table.
You can feel the
Yeah.
pressure on mine.
Yeah.
And my knee's right on your knee.
What's that? What's that?
What?
What's that? Do you not hear that?
What?
I get noise. It's coming from down in the hallway.
Didn't hear that.
Yeah. Come into the room. There's somebody in the hallway. Come into the room. The table had stopped moving as abruptly as it had started. And with things occurring in other rooms, we decided to continue investigating the property while Eamon collected the EVP. Carl and Stuart went to the farmhouse while I took Fred and Glenn to the cottage. This is a... Oh. What was that?
Was that you, Fred?
No,
I thought I heard a knock against the wall there.
wasn't me.
Straight away.
Yeah. We've only just stepped in.
I don't like it in here. I don't like it at all. There's a horrible feeling to this place. I know there's supposed to be a couple that lived here for years and years, but it's almost like, get out. Do you know what I mean?
Can't be that bad. There's a horseshoe on the door for good luck.
Well, it's funny you should say that. In this area of Lincolnshire, they used to put horseshoes on the entrance to their house to keep away the witches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is anyone here?
Tell me
footsteps.
That's coming from upstairs.
Is that definitely come from upstairs?
Yeah.
Is anyone here? Can you make any more noise? Make a sound? That's upstairs. Let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs. Be careful up there, Stu, because there's... I have no idea. It's so dark. Where are we? There's a step there, isn't there? Yeah.
Right, wooden floors. Yeah, that could have come from behind that car.
It's like something walked round the back of me then.
Really?
Yeah, sort of a cold breeze went right round me. If there's anybody here, come forward. Let's see you or hear you. Touch one of us. Move something. If you're here, tap twice for yes. Is anybody here?
I actually just felt as though somebody's breathing down my neck right now.
Really?
That's probably the same thing that went past me.
There's no breeze outside,
No.
but it's actually somebody's blowing on my neck.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you think that is then?
I don't know if it's something to do with the air circulation in here, but there's no strong winds or anything.
If you sorry, go on.
No, go.
If you breathed on Glenn's neck just now, do it again, or do it to one of us.
Very faintly.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. The fact that, you're a skeptic and yet
Something just happened.
something just happened to you.
Yeah.
Blow harder.
I can't see anyone.
Well, what do you think then?
I don't know what to think. There's an energy, isn't there? There's something going on. I'm not denying something's going on.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that telling me what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I'm really pleased.
Feel the table twitch then.
Yeah.
It's rocking, isn't it? Is it rocking?
It is rocking.
It is rocking. Hope that picks up on the
It is,
camera.
isn't it?
Yeah. Oh.
Nobody's pushing it, are they?
No. It's difficult when your fingers are like that, isn't it? I can feel it just moving slightly, rocking.
Hello. Can you move the table more?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's really good.
It's moving now.
Yeah, it's wobbling like crazy, isn't it?
I'm not even putting my fingers on the table, I'm taking mine off.
I'm hardly touching it.
Stopped. As soon as I put my fingers on it, doesn't like me.
Yeah.
There's a little girl here. If there's one of the children here, show us you're here. What? Where was that? That was in here, wasn't it? I can't see anything.
I can't. Hang on.
Can't see anything.
Out the way. Stop what you're doing. Just stand there.
There was something.
There's
in
a
here.
ball.
Where?
There's a ball there. Look
Where?
through the camera.
Okay.
See it there.
Where is it? How far am I away from it?
Keep going. Keep going. Right, bend down. To your right. That's it.
Well, that wasn't here. When
I've
we
not
came.
seen that ball. I haven't seen that ball.
We'll have to look back at the footage to see. Did we pan around the room? We did, didn't we, when we came in? That wasn't there. Let me just.
Well, that's what's just landed on the floor.
Well, we were both what?
We-
How far is that door away? 15 foot? 10, 12 foot?
Are you still here? Just shake the table for a sign of yes if you're here.
I'd be particularly impressed if the table was to shake without us touching it.
Oh, well, that's never happened.
No. Be good though, wouldn't it?
That would be brilliant. Oh. See, the tables do like to move in this place. Why is that? You go to some places and the table does not move one bit at all. And but here, it's like flipping all the time.
We've had a lot of it this
Yeah.
series, though, haven't we?
Can you make it go very, very, very fast, very violent, if you can? No, maybe you don't want to. No, I've just had a cold blast of air on my hands.
Yeah. If we walked around to the other room, again, there's that little washroom at the back.
Oh, yeah,
If we walked in there, if that fake egg was thrown at us on our way around.
Yeah.
15 feet, because we were in the middle there.
Right.
That's 15 foot.
That's amazing. That wasn't there. Where's it coming
Pan your
from?
camera down there, Carl, down the stairs. Just pan your camera down the stairs.
Oh, down the stairs.
Go into the other room. Just clarify there's no one up here.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah. Right, good old. Because no one could have actually moved anyway, because...
No, but they wouldn't staircase, is it?
Yeah, you'd have heard
You
them.
would have heard someone. Right, we need to leave that ball there now. Okay, thank you for that, whoever you are.
That's amazing.
I asked, didn't I ask if there was any children?
Yeah. That's amazing, Stu.
Hello?
Oh, yeah. I doubt you would have picked that on camera, but
No.
I heard something.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I thought I heard footsteps outside.
Did you?
I can hear something now.
Come out.
I cannot believe that ball's land. But where's it come from?
I don't know.
What room's it come from?
The only...
I've not seen it in here, so I can't comment.
Well, all the GVs we shot earlier will have that ball in them. They've got to have done, so we'll know roughly where that ball came from.
After looking back at shots taken earlier in the day, the ball can clearly be seen across the room with the other toys.
Footsteps. Footsteps all around there. Give me the camera.
Hello?
Give me that camera. Footsteps just stand over.
Are you here? Is that giggling? Listen.
Right, you tell me where that's coming from.
I can't tell you. The trouble is, I'm hearing it equally, and again, and again. Are you hearing it?
I can hear
But it's...
laughing or giggling or something. I can't work out whether it's male or female. One thing I know for sure, it's not vetting the rest. It's not vetting the rest of the guys.
They're right over and with them,
Yeah,
don't they?
exactly. Can you please make that laughter louder? Giggling. That is on the stairs, Carl.
Yes,
That's on the stairs. That is coming from the stairs.
Do you know what, Stu?
Let's get out of here now. See you soon, whoever you are. Thank you.
With no explanation as to what moved the ball, it was time to change locations. The troublesome duo went to the cottage, while we apprehensively went to the farmhouse.
Oh, the light's on. Why is the light on?
I don't think that was before, was it?
We'll have to ask anybody else who was in here before us. Sorry, that mannequin in the window.
Do you want me to lead?
Yeah.
Right, I shall see this before.
Something's in here.
What do you mean something's
There's
in here?
definitely something in here.
Well, we know. Oh.
Dear, oh dear.
Should we go upstairs?
Oh, yeah, let's go upstairs.
Do you remember this is where we heard the breath?
Oh, yes, that's right. We heard Glenn and I. We were just, weren't we? We were just
Standing at the bottom of the
standing
stairs
at the bottom of
before.
the stairs before. Listen. Did you hear that?
I can hear running water.
I can't.
I did just now. It stopped now.
No, but you know what I just heard?
Clock's in.
What?
Where have you gone, Glenn?
Right, fuck.
There you are. I've just heard footsteps at the bottom of the stairs.
But we're at the bottom of the stairs and we're not moving. Is that you, Fred?
No, that was me, yeah.
How are you feeling?
All right.
I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right, Stu.
How are you feeling? Is that closed or is that locked?
It's just closed. I don't want to lock it because this is quite a
Since walking in here,
strange
I'm
place.
going to be completely honest, since walking in here, I feel okay.
Do you?
I'm not going to say I feel scared, because I don't. I feel okay.
Well, let's go.
That's because I'm with you.
Yeah.
If I was on my own, it might be a different story.
I'm going to turn the big infrared on.
Okay.
Wow. It's funny, I've been in here, you know, we was both there today, and in the dark it's something different, isn't it? Is that in there? Hello? There's no one else in here, is there? No, can't be. I mean, there's these stairs, but you can't get up there.
No.
So what was that?
Are there any spirits here with us in this building? Anyone who'd wish to come and play with us, come and do so now.
Like a ting.
Yes, that was in the kitchen. That was here, Carl.
What was it? It was like a ting.
Play with us, come and do so now.
Like a ting.
Come and do so now. Come and do so now.
Hello?
Look at the pots. Is anything moving?
No, nothing moving at all.
Definitely
It's like
heard
a
that.
ting.
Definitely heard that. 100%. Have a look. Point. I can't. I've got no torch on me. I can't see on the floor. Has anything fallen from there to there?
No, there's no.
Anything because that was metal.
Yeah, but it wouldn't
whatever
make
was.
that sound on this floor. It's sort of like a dirt floor, isn't it? Let's go back into the other room. If it's making that sound.
Okay.
If you're making those sounds, can you make another one? If you're here and you don't want us here, there's just the two of us. Sorry, I'm grabbing hold of you. I'm starting to feel a bit.
Okay.
Can you make another sound? Another ting. What the? That's the same sound.
Just have a look on the walls. That's not some kind of sensor, Carl, or a clock.
No, it's
something. It's got to be.
It's like on metal. It's almost like you. It's that. Isn't it?
Jesus,
It's louder than that. It's like metal on metal.
It is that. It's a pan. It's that kind of noise, isn't it? You're right.
It is, isn't it?
That's exactly what it is.
Well, okay, if we go
Okay,
back
then.
into the other room.
Okay.
Let's go back into this room.
Okay.
How you feeling, Stu? You alright?
Oh, I'm a bit freaked out now.
Right, just listen out. Seriously.
That was from over there.
It was, wasn't it?
The old red. Let's go and see if there's anything there.
There's like movement on the stairs, Fred.
There's another mannequin in here, so don't freak out. Let's call out, Fred.
Huh?
Do you want to call out?
Yeah, this room feels all right to me. It's the staircase in the other room.
Yeah, but we
that feels-
just heard a noise from
in
here.
here, was it?
Yeah.
If there's anybody here, can you let us know you're here? Tap twice for yes.
Listen.
Behind you.
Was it over here?
That was 2 for yes. Right behind you where the door is.
Oh, it's more over there. Oh, mind you, that staircase looks really dodgy. You call out at that.
If you can hear me, can you make a noise, please? Is that a siren?
No, I didn't hear anything like that. That was 2 knocks.
Do you hear that, Fred?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Can you make another sound?
Not that, on the wall.
If you can make a sound in the kitchen, can you do it again? Whoa, that's a grumbling. What the hell is that? That's like these are actually moving.
Go on.
I want to say that this is moving. What is it?
There.
It was like that. It was that.
Is that?
Sounded like that.
Not quite. But you're right.
There's pans on the wall, but
Right.
none of them are
Hang on a
moving.
minute. Yeah. Let's do.
What is that?
We've just got to stay here now, Carl.
There's a bit of. It's the way. Come and look in the camera, Glenn.
Yeah.
See this shape behind.
Yeah.
You can see a horrible face.
You stay there.
Stay there. And it's
Am I pointing at the right
yeah,
place? Because
yeah.
I can't. There's nothing on the wall here with
There's
a naked
nothing,
eye.
but where your fingers are, there's two eyes and a nose.
Something behind me.
Something like a really evil face.
Go and have a look now, Fred. I'm pointing at it on the wall.
Yeah.
Look, you can see nothing with your naked eye.
Through the camera?
Now look through the viewfinder.
Take your finger away, Glenn.
Oh, there. Well, maybe that's what it is. Something trapped in here.
That's pareidolia, that is.
But remember, a demon can turn into anything it wants to, any shape, any form, any animal form, anything.
So you think that what we're looking at on the wall?
I don't know.
It's changed now.
It's a girl. Look,
It's
a hand
changed.
up to her mouth. Can you see? There's a hand. There's her hair coming down there, and there's the face. Can you see what I mean?
No.
Two hands. Yeah, where his hand is. See the two hands of the girl.
No, I can't make that out.
I don't know what I'm pointing at because I'm pointing at a blank wall.
You're
Just
pointing
move your
right
hand a
at
minute, Glenn.
it.
Am I?
The left
Where's-
hand. Yeah, just move. That's kind of what it was.
Right.
Whoa, that's a grumbling. What the is that? Whoa, that's a grumbling. What the is that? Whoa, that's a grumbling. What the is that?
No.
No. Okay, there's just me and my friend Stuart here. Can you... What's the matter?
It's a stew.
Hey?
Oh, it's just. Is that stew pan? It's a stew pan. I thought it was a sign from up above.
No, that was kind of a sign from the kitchen.
Stuart.
If...
Okay, that's me. That was pretty much it. Near as
That
damn
was.
it, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Sorry, I'm just thinking of the stew.
If somebody's here with us before we go, can you knock twice for yes?
Put your light on.
She says she can see a lot through this. Couldn't see anything over there.
Can you make a sound? Is that a ting? What the hell? That's in this corner. It's over here.
Go
Did
on.
you hear that? You heard
Yeah,
it?
no, I heard it, mate. I'm not flinching when I hear it now because I'm trying to keep the camera still. Is what I'm trying to do.
Sorry, what have I touched? Oh, I touched that.
Okay, thank you for this.
Can you make another sound? Can you make the same?
Yeah, but I didn't see anything move, Carl.
No.
That's the thing. Let me just pan round. There's nothing there. See, we've got them old tins, cups, jugs, or whatever they are, but it wouldn't be them.
Well, we know there's people who don't like intruders, and if Stuart and I are intruding into your kitchen, we will go. Can you make one more noise? Crying out loud. Did anything move behind
No,
me?
Carl, nothing at all has moved. Nothing.
That was another.
It's exactly the same again.
It's not even that sound.
Right, just hit that again. Just hit that pan.
It's not even. It's more than that, isn't it?
Yeah.
The things we've
Gold
said.
in it.
If you give us another thing, we'll go.
Okay.
We know people, that whatever's in here doesn't like people in here, and I don't want to them off. To be
Okay.
fair.
No.
I think it's only fair.
It was indeed time to call an end to what was a remarkable investigation. You want to harm us then, yes?
Yeah.
Do you think there's definitely something negative here?
Yeah, definitely.
The thuds sound as though they're coming from within the walls and beneath the floors.
What was that?
That was behind you.
What are you saying yes to?
There's a horrible feeling to this place.
There's a little girl here. If there's one of the children here, show us your hair. What? Where was that?
Is anybody here?
I actually just felt as though
Somebody's breathing down my neck right now.
Play with us? Come and do so now.
Whoa, that's a grumbling. What the is that? Is that a thing? What?
Right now.
The village church farm museum certainly proved to be an active place. Until next time, sleep tight.